All right, the holidays are in full swing, and so many people are asking the question, how can I host a great party and not spend a ton of money? Well, we're gonna dive into that here on The Rachel Cruze Show. Well, this episode, it is about parties. That's right. I love a good party, especially with good friends, with family around. It is so fun, but I feel like so many people have such this pressure and this high expectation of what their party should look like. I mean, you got obviously Instagram and Pinterest and all these places that just show this beautiful, wonderful party. And here's the deal. I think that there's like two buckets of people in life. There's some people that are just really good at this stuff. They just naturally are like, oh, here's an old book from my great-grandfather. I'm gonna make a centerpiece out of it. And you're like, how did you do that? And it just like happens. You're like, oh my gosh, everything they do is they're just creative. It's like how God made them. And it's amazing. And then there's me and everyone else that falls in my bucket. I feel like I can't do anything. I'm not like bashing myself. Some people are like, Rachel, don't be hard on yourself. I'm not being hard on myself. I'm just telling you the truth. Like I just genuinely, I'm not creative. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at putting stuff together. And so it's very difficult. So I don't feel the pressure as much anymore. I used to a whole lot more. But I just know I kind of just can appreciate people that can throw really beautiful parties. Because again, it is either that they're just spending a ton of money or they're really creative. So I want this video, I want to dive into where you're at financially and give you some good ideas on when it comes to throwing a party. Because here's the truth of it. When it comes to hospitality, when it comes to inviting people into your home, one of my favorite quotes of all time, Shelley Giglio, I will give it to you because it just spoke to my deep soul. She said that true hospitality is when someone leaves your home feeling better about themselves, not about you. Oh my gosh. Is that not so good? Is that not so good? When people walk into your home and they leave feeling better about themselves, which means it has nothing to do with your decor and your beautifulness of your party. It's truly about how they feel when they leave because they feel like you probably asked questions. You actually had a conversation and had interest in them. They feel built up. That's what's gonna stay with them more than what beautiful memories they have, right? So just remember that. Like when we go through all this decor stuff and throwing parties, this is all fun. That's why we're doing this video. But remember, people just want to feel heard and feel loved. And that is like goal number one. Now, back to the money. So everyone has different budgets. Everyone is in different places in their money journey. So I'm gonna break this video into two sections. First section is gonna be those of you on baby steps 1 through 3. And then everyone else, 4, 5, 6, and 7, we'll do a little bit later. And then within these groups, we're gonna talk about 4 main categories when it comes to throwing a party, okay? And where people tend to overspend on: food, guests, activities, and decor. All right. Let's get into it. So if you're on baby steps 1 through 3, which means you're saving up for your emergency funds, you are getting out of debt, and you're saving up for your fully funded emergency funds, well, your budget is gonna just be a little bit smaller because you have some really aggressive money goals that you are looking towards. So if you are hosting a party on baby steps 1 through 3, here's some tips when it comes to the food. Plan your food around what is on sale. So look around the grocery and just kind of pick up, okay, what is cheaper? Don't try to buy like the most expensive thing. Look at the prices. You can also do a potluck. People love this, especially if it's more, of a casual thing, and just ask people, hey, will you bring a dessert? Will you bring a side dish? Like people are willing to bring stuff. They always are. You can also do a BYOM, bring your own meat. That's the most expensive part of a meal for sure. So maybe you do some sides that say, hey, and have other people bring their own meat. And then you can grill, do a barbecue, all of it. So fun. If you're making dips or casseroles, you can use store brand products instead of name brand to put in. And that can save you a whole lot of money just doing that. And you can also have the party not during mealtime. So you can just have like smaller foods so you don't feel like you're having to do one huge meal. And if you are doing a big meal, and it's something like brunch or dinner, look for recipes that are inexpensive to feed large crowds. So quiches, casseroles, pasta, chili, a taco bar. There are ways to do a big dinner and have a bunch of people and not spend a ton of money. All right, when you're looking at the guests, people that you are inviting, I would say just nix the invites. Like you can do this via text, send out a big group text and be like, hey everyone, party Saturday night, give them all the info, just on a text. You can, if you're an overachiever, you can go online because there's so many sites like Paperless Post, Evites, Green Envelope, places to email invitations. And then on it, I would suggest just kind of a little bit of a summary of what they're going to expect. So you can say, please join us for snacks, drinks, and a good times. Just something that just kind of like sets their expectation for what they're walking into. And also, here's another key, ask for help, okay? People are willing to help you. If you are throwing a big party, actually studies show that you are more likable when you ask for help. It's true. People feel connected to you. There's a level of humility to say, yeah, we don't have it all. So if you don't mind, bring in X, Y, and Z, that'd be super helpful, especially if people offer. And a lot of people offer, hey, what can I bring? Then take them up on it. They're okay. People aren't freaking out. And again, it's gonna help with the budget. Okay, when it comes to activities, just use what you have. You can do board games, outdoor games. There's a lot of free game apps on your phone that you can mirror to your TV even and do like trivia night. You can have a bonfire outside in your backyard. Just do some stuff, some entertainment that's not expensive. Now the decor, this is where, the Joanna Gaines can kind of just, because in this, it's like you can go to your backyard, literally, and there's flowers and branches. There's stuff everywhere, and you can create a beautiful centerpiece. I can't. This is where I fail. I can't do this. But a lot of you out there, I would really recommend trying it because I believe in you a whole lot more than I believe in myself when it comes to that. But it is true. You can use stuff that is around your house, your yard, all of it. And especially Christmas. There's so much greenery and stuff that it's inexpensive. Use it. It's great. You can go to things like the dollar store, Walmart, Amazon, look online, and there's really inexpensive things like the fake silverware it's not fake, it's real silverware, but it's fake silver, but it looks like real silverware, but it's like plastic, but it doesn't look plastic. It's super fancy, but it's inexpensive, and yeah, it's great. Throw it away after. They even make plates that are like plastic. I guess they're plastic, and you can just throw them away, but they're expensive, but they look beautiful, beautiful. You can get candles, napkins, all of it. You can make a beautiful whole set, and it's not expensive. So if you're on baby steps 1 through 3, you can still host a great party and not bust the budget. All right, all of you on baby steps 4, 5, 6, and 7, yep, you got a little bit wider budget. You can spend a little bit more. So when you're looking at food, if you're going to make all the party food, meal plan ahead of time. And I have a new meal plan planner that will help you get rid of all the stress and save some money. So just text meal plan to 33789. It's free and it's amazing. Now again, if you're on baby steps 4 through 7, maybe you're going to cater it from a restaurant or even get a caterer to come and do the party, all of it, which is so great. Now, if you're doing this, get the quote ahead of time and get multiple quotes from multiple restaurants or caterers and find the best deal. Don't just go with one person. Actually look and then talk to them and say, hey, is there anything on here that looks off to you or that's gonna be too much food? Find ways to just cut that bill a little bit here and there, and it's gonna be awesome. Now, when it comes to guests, just remember in the back of your head, the more people you invite, the bigger the cost. It's just the way it is, which is fine. And again, same with baby steps 1 through 3. Ask them to bring stuff. If people come and you're like, oh yeah, I need an ice bucket, I may need some chairs or an extra table, yeah, reach out and ask your friends for help. It's great. Now, activities, there's some fun ones. Now, if there's gonna be little kids there and it's around Christmas, you can hire a Santa for the party. So fun. You can hire a cocktail artist to come and make fun cocktails. You can do a blind wine or bourbon tasting. You can do some really fun activities. Now the decor, you can do things like those personalized cookies. Have you seen those? They can be like Santas or gingerbread men or whatever. Super cute. But you can make a little centerpiece in one of the big tables. and people can take them home. You can do this at your local bakery. You can do some really nice place settings if it's a sit-down dinner party with just nice glassware, some really pretty floral arrangements. And again, so this is gonna cost you, but you're in baby steps 4 through 7. So if you have the budget and you wanna entertain, you're able to do this and spend some money. And I'll tell you, like I said earlier, I am not a creative person. So I went to one of my friends' houses who is a creative person, and like everything's just beautiful all the time. And I'm like, how do you do this? And she had a table, and there was like 8 of us, and literally she had all these random little single candlesticks down the whole table. That was it. That was it. Just candlesticks. Different sizes, different colors. And it was like beautiful and just like, I don't know, you kind of feel like you're on a movie or something. I was like, this is the best. So what did Rachel do? I went and bought a bunch of candlesticks. So when we have people over, there's a bunch of random candlesticks, but it's so pretty because the wax goes down and it just feels so Christmassy and holiday-y, and I love it. So that's what Rachel does. I don't go get branches in my backyard like some of you, because some of you are really talented like that. I just have candlesticks, but it's pretty inexpensive. I'll say that much. But remember, no matter where you are with your money, whether you're just starting on that emergency fund or maybe you're funding retirement, wherever you are, you can throw a great party. You don't have to break the bank. And remember, what people really, truly care about, especially when it's good friends, they're just coming over to hang out and to talk and catch up on life. So do not feel like you have to have all this pressure to make everything so perfect, okay? Take a deep breath. It's okay. Don't feel the pressure. It's all going to be great. And when people leave feeling better about themselves than about you, you know you did it right, people. You know you did it right. All right, I hope this helps just relieve the pressure as these holidays approach. But it's so fun, you guys. The holidays are great. It can be stressful, sure. But again, I want you to be able to take some of these tips, help you create a great experience, not go crazy and spend a ton of money that you don't need to spend, because it's all about taking control of your money and creating a life you love.